This movie is definitely the end game to DC animated universe. What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my trailer breakdown of Justice League Dark Apokolips War. I'm sorry this is a little late, guys, but with the whole situation that's going on, things have been kind of crazy, but I hope you're all holding your heads up and keeping the faith that everything will be alright, because I believe it will. But now that I put that out of the way, if you guys hadn't seen my trailer reaction video to Justice League Dark, I'll leave it in a link description down below. But now that I have all that out of the way, let's go ahead and break down the trailer here, because there's a lot to break down. First off, Apokolips War is going to be loosely, not completely, based off the Darkseid War, the final story arc before they went into DC Rebirth. And as you all know, with most of these films that we've had ever since Flashpoint, Apokolips, and Justice League War, they were all based off of some of them New 52 storylines, others of them based off of stuff before New 52. They just added it into their animated universe for the animated DC universe. And I really do like how they're making it all come together for this final film where they're going to go to war, and just like how in the MCU they lose badly but then they retaliate to make up for the mistake they made. Because here's the thing, this is all basically going to be a sequel from Reign of the Superman. At the post-credit scene of Reign of the Superman and the Justice League agreed that they got to take the fight to Darkseid instead of playing offensive after what he did. But as y'all saw in the trailer, it doesn't go well, and somehow I guess Darkseid has now taken over Earth, because you look at what the Earth looks like, it just looks just like Apokolips, and it is not beautiful at all. But that still doesn't mean that some of the heroes are still around, because yes, when the Justice League do fight, and yeah, they no doubt fight bravely, but it turns out, as like I said, they lose. And from some of the images we were shown, first off, Superman, he clearly loses but is able to get away, but not without getting his own scars, because it looks like, from the looks of things, he gets kryptonite infused in him or something like that, because you can see he has green eyes. And I remember seeing another image where he was tortured and he ended up getting the Superman insignia on his chest, but in green paint, obviously kryptonite. So whatever it is that Darkseid does and puts in him, it makes him weaker, that he is going to end up needing to rely not on his super strength but natural skills. But also it looks like he's going to have Lex Luthor's outfit. And it does show Lex Luthor in the clip here, showing that he's going to have a little role to play in there. And it looks like he does it willingly this time, because, well, if the world that he lives on Earth is just the way it is, I think he wants to do anything he can to get it back to normal and get Darkseid off the planet, even if it's more willingly than business-wise, like he did in Reign of the Superman when he rescued the Justice League. But also to take away is seeing some Easter eggs they gave out, such as what we saw was Batman looking like he's on the Mobius chair, and he's getting electrocuted. I think this is putting us on that whole gods of knowledge thing when Batman willingly got on the Mobius chair, except this time it looks like he's forcibly put on there by Darkseid as a means of torture. Oh, that's not going to bode well. But I think the even more thing that won't bode well is that it looks like, as I said, Darkseid makes another move on Earth, but with his parademons. Which, by the way, at first, I thought those gangs were a mixture of both Doomsday, Trigon, and the parademons, but it was really just parademons and red armor. The only part I was right about is it's a mixture of Doomsday and the parademons instead. But it's clear that those things obviously become a real problem, because I saw an image of Nightwing fighting them, but what I also saw did not look pretty, as it showed that Nightwing was getting stabbed, almost like in a vulnerable spot to the chest where, I really don't want to say it, but if that is true and it looks like Nightwing dies, he's not the only one, because I see a lot of other images to show that heroes become villains, or also we lose some of the heroes too. I even remember seeing Mara Aquaman's wife, looking like she's being tortured, but maybe she ends up dying too. There's a lot going on in there that it's hard to say who is going to survive in this battle. But one thing is for certain is that even though Darkseid does end up succeeding and beating these heroes and taking over Earth, there's still a small resistance that's left there to able to go and fight and counterattack and hopefully free the Earth. Although it comes in the form of allies in most unlikely of places, such as in the fact that we're going to have John Constantine, Superman, Lois Lane, Robin, aka Damian Wayne, and Raven, who all look like they're going to be the main resistance in the lead role of this movie to help take back the Earth and rescue the people they love. And since we're on Damian and Raven, they are showing that their relationship is going to be more established in this. They even talked about how love is an important theme in this movie in the sneak peek they showed us of clips and everything. And that is good that they showed us that, because yeah, in times like these, those you love are the reasons you keep on fighting. But besides that, they also showed here that Damian Wayne's back in his League of Assassins uniform, but that's definitely no surprise to me, because one thing I've always known about Damian Wayne is that he does have people he cares about, and sometimes some of those people that he cares about is what makes him become more on the side of good. Not completely on the side, but more on it. But when he loses them, he kind of can go back down to that dark side of the assassin who just wants to murder and stuff, or holds a grudge and everything like that. And that's definitely what it's showing here, because it's definitely showing him holding Raven and looking at Superman very angrily, like he doesn't want to see him. But one thing to note is that in the end, though, it's clear that he's able to work with Superman, because something that maybe he does or something Superman says is what makes him want to help out and fix things, especially if it means getting his father back. And since I spoke about Superman, like I said, he survives this, but what I think I'm liking about this is that it's showing that Superman's going to have a great sin on him, where people are just going to be pointing their eyes at him for what he did and how he failed miserably and everything. That it's even going to affect Superman himself, personally wise, that even changes personality. Not saying he'll lose hope or anything, but just be like a broken hero after what happened. And that it's like someone like Lois who is able to get him back on his feet. Because, like I said, Lois is going to be one of the main characters in this one. And speaking of which, it'll be great to see her in that action, because you saw her with that shotgun and saw how she's going to be taking the lead on this resistance team. It kind of reminds me back in the Superman books of Peter Tomasi back in DC Rebirth, when he was showing her on Apokolips and being part of the Fury Females. Yeah, that's it, the Fury Females. I hope I got that right. Sometimes, sorry guys, sometimes you gotta just try to remember these names. But definitely, guys, I'm liking what we're going here with, and how it's all transforming into everything they've worked into. The journey of, I guess, 11 years or so in the animated universe of DC Universe that kept going with Batman, Superman, and other DC animated films that are connected to this, and now it all comes down into this, the Darkseid War, where they have to fight to get their freedom back and defeat Darkseid once and for all. And it's not only just the Justice League that will be there. We've had lots of cameos. Batwoman, Batgirl, there's even confirmation that the Justice League Dark will be there, the Teen Titans, not only that, but even though we weren't shown them, they have confirmed the Suicide Squad will be in there too. What kind of role will they play into this? I don't know, but I definitely can't wait to see what happens. But until then, guys, that's all for today, and I hope you all have some great theories from what this trailer breakdown brought to you, or y'all's own theories about it, and y'all's breakdown of it. But until then, guys, I'm going to leave it all at that, and hey, if you're enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of when I make more videos, and until then, MegaGeekMixer, signing out. Bye!